Hello, dear friends. Welcome back. I told you before, my name is Kathy. We're going to start now fresh. I got all my dental work done, so I'm good to go. And today is the first day I'm going to try to do this on my own. The guy that helps me is here today to show me how to do all this, but we're going to try and do this on a regular basis now. So, like I said, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So today we're going to do pulled pork. I already put it in my crock pot. It's been in there for like 6 hours now on high. And I put some liquid smoke in it. So before I do the pulled pork, let me show you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to do some French fries. And what I'm going to do is the French fries, I'm going to season them myself. So I'm going to put this in the air fryer for about 10 minutes while I'm going over the pulled pork stuff so I can get these warm so our seasoning will stick to the French fries. So I'm going to stick that in there, and then in about 10 minutes I'll pull it out and we'll season it and we'll put it back in for a couple more minutes. So on the pulled pork, what I did was I took my pulled pork. I have 4 pounds of pulled pork. And I took 2 onions, which you don't have to use, but I like to chop them up and put them in my broth. I took 2 onions. I took a cup and a half of beef broth. I took a tablespoon and a half of the liquid smoke. And for those of you that don't know what that is, this is liquid smoke. It makes it taste more like it was on the grill. So I put a tablespoon and a half of that in there. And then I used a 1/4 cup of vinegar, a 1/4 cup of honey, and then I also put a teaspoon of hot honey in there. So, and then I used a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 1 1/2 teaspoons of chili powder, and I took a 1/4 cup of Boss Hogg's barbecued rub and put on it also. Black pepper, cumin. I took a tablespoon of cumin, and then I took 3 tablespoons of ketchup. You don't have to do that, but I wanted mine more like a barbecue type thing. You can put a little bit more ketchup in it too if you want, but I have some, which we're going to use then. I have some Arby's sauce that I got just for this. So we're going to put some Arby's sauce on it. I also have the Velveeta cheese packets. I'm going to take some of it. I'm not going to put it all in now. I'm only going to take some and do it for now, because the cheese sauce, you really don't want to put in all of it. You want to, if you're going to put it in the refrigerator, I mean, you can, but I'm just going to do some with the cheese sauce and some without. So what I did was I took my Boss Hogg seasoning, and I took my chili powder, and I took my salt and pepper and my cumin, and I put it in a bowl, mixed it all together, and I rubbed it all over my pork. And then I took everything else that I read off, which you're going to get the recipe. The recipe will be after the show. We'll show you the recipe so you know what we put in it. I took everything else and I put it in a bowl and mixed it all together, and then I put it on top. And then what I did was I put it on here for about 6 hours. So I'm going to now pull some of it out a while. I got to keep an eye on my time because I'm going to have to get these French fries out. So I'm going to pull some of it out of here, and I'm going to mix this Velveeta cheese and some of this Arby's sauce with it. And then we can also put a little bit on after if we want. So I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to pull this plug, and I'm going to hope I don't burn myself. So I'm going to take, and this is tender, very tender. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to pull some of this out. Like I said, I'm not going to take it all out because this is just falling apart. I mean, literally falling apart. Oh, and I have bay leaves in there. Do not eat the bay leaves. I don't know if you don't work with bay leaves. Be careful. but you don't eat the bay leaves. They're just for a seasoning. So I'm going to take that much. I'm going to leave that little bit left in there. There's a bunch of broth in here too. I might add some of that to it as soon as I see how this goes. But see how, I guess you can't see it, but maybe I can get it up like that. Yeah, there you go. See how easy that is just pulling apart? It's just literally pulling apart. So let me get another fork. Like I said, we're going to try to start doing this on a regular basis. I'm going to be making stuff because I cook every day. So this just makes sense that I do it myself. So I can just start doing it and then we can post it. So now that I got this all pulled apart, I'm going to take, first of all, this cheese packet. And I don't even know if I'm going to use it all. I mean, I'm just going with the flow here. I'm just trying to recreate something like an Arby's beef and cheddar. Yeah, I better put it all in there. I have it pretty much. Yeah, I'm going to try to do like an Arby's beef and cheddar. See if it works. If it don't, oh well, it still tastes good. So let's put that in there like that. It's a little messy. And then let's mix that up. I'm going to put a little bit of this sauce in there. Hold on. Just a little bit of this sauce so I can get that. I don't want to put too much of that cheese mixture sauce in here because I'm also going to take some, yellow Land O'Lakes cheese that I got at the store. And I'm going to put that on the roll. So I don't want to overpower it with a lot of cheese sauce. But I don't think that looks like much cheese sauce at all. See, it's really not that much. I think what I'll do is I think I might put another one in there too. I think I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do 2 of them. I just got these packs this time. Next time, if I like it, I might just get the jar because it'll be so much easier and probably a lot cheaper too. So that way I can just do it like that. Let's put another one in there. So we'll put this in here, another one. Who doesn't like cheese, huh? I know I do. So we got that. I got to keep my eye on my time there. Let me mix that up now. There you go. That's what I wanted. See how it's all come together with all that cheese in there? So then I'm just going to put a little bit, because I did use some of that juice that was in there. I'm just going to put a little bit of this in. I don't know, about a tablespoon or so. And mix that up. And then, of course, we'll put some on the roll after we get it together. That looks really good. A little bit more. So altogether, I put about 3 tablespoons on there. So mix that all up like that. Okay. I'm just going to try a little piece because now I got all my dental work done. I can eat normal. That's pretty good. After I get it all put with the roll and the more Arby's sauce and the Land O'Lakes cheese, might taste more like an Arby's thing. It's really good though. Okay, so I left these French fries on for 10 minutes. I'm going to pull them out so I can get the seasoning on them. And the only reason I do it like this is so the seasoning sticks. Otherwise, the seasoning won't stick to it. I'm going to take a little bit of, I use olive oil spray. So I'm going to spray them with a little bit of olive oil spray. That'll help the seasoning to also stick. And I'm going to put them in this bowl just to mix that seasoning up. Like I said, this is on air fry. I have an air fryer in my oven. So there's that. And then what I did here was I took cowboy butter. I took the Kinder's cowboy butter. And I had the Everglades seasoning. I only used 1 teaspoon of this to 2 teaspoons of that. So it's, half of this goes with that. So however much you use, just don't use a lot of that seasonal because it is pretty salty. So then I'm going to put this on here. Like I said, I know these aren't done. They got to go back in. But I want to mix them up to get them, see, with some seasoning on all of them. And I don't want to put them right onto my parchment paper in the air fryer, because what happens is that stuff will start burning. So it's easier if you put it in here, mix them all up, see how that is? And then put it back onto your pan, like that. That way, it's all the seasoning's not, this won't fall off now. If you do it the other way, it's all going to come off. So now we're going to put these back in the oven, or the air fryer, I should say, for about another, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then they'll be done. So, other than that, that's about all I'm making today. Like I said, we will show the recipe. I'm not used to making stuff ahead, but that's what I have to do with some of this. I'm going to have to make it ahead in order to have it done for you. I will be back tomorrow with another recipe. I will be doing some, anybody that wants or doesn't, maybe they don't even know about it, but I'm going to be doing some pickled red beet eggs. I'm going to be doing a crab. I'm going to use imitation meat, but I'm going to be doing a crab salad with some rotini. I'm going to be doing that this week also. So those 2 things I will be doing this week yet. And then we'll have some other things. I'm not quite sure yet what all I'm going to do. But I'm going to get this plated up a while I'm waiting for them French fries. So we're going to take a roll. Or I'll take 2, I guess. And I'm going to put them in here because I want to put this cheese and melt it in the oven. Well, I'll do it in the air fryer. I'll take and do it that way. Like I said, I'm not used to doing live, so it's going to be a little bit different for me right now. But I'll get used to it. We'll get it together, and, I just got back. I had all my dental surgery done, so at least that's all out of the way now. I'm just going to stick them on the bottom of the rack of the air fryer. So, and I'm going to turn this up. I have it on 425, my air fryer. I'm going to turn it up to 450 for those French fries. And then I'll plate this up for you. I don't eat regular white bread. I mean, I don't eat regular bread or rolls. I use low carb. So this will be from Steve. And I have some bread I can put mine on. I'll probably do I don't know, probably a grilled cheese with some low carb bread. I usually get low carb rolls, but this time I just got regular rolls because Steve likes them better. So this has a lot of broth left in it. Oh, and these anybody that doesn't know, these crock pot liners are awesome because that way you don't have hardly any cleanup left after you get everything out. The French fries are starting to look pretty good. I used to fry them all the time, and one of my neighbors said, why don't you air fry them? And, you know, ever since I started air frying them, I love them. I don't even fry. I don't fry hardly anything anymore. So, let's see if this is ready. Let me get a plate out and get him set up here. Like I said, tonight was just a fast one, just so we could see if I could record this myself, which seems like it's going to be okay. Tomorrow I will be back, and I will be making something, and I will make it here. There is times that I will have to, like when I use a crock pot, a couple weeks, 2 weeks from now, we're going to be making homemade lasagna. I make a homemade sauce, so that I will have to make ahead of time because I have to cook that for a couple hours. So something like that, but I'll prepare the whole thing while I'm here. I will just, these are not getting melted. That's not getting melted like that in the air fryer. That's not going to work. So I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to put it in the microwave for a second. Alrighty. And these French fries look like they're just about done. Like I said, there you go. That's better. All right, let me get my... Let me get this. I don't want to put a whole bunch on there. You'll choke to death. So we're going to do it like this. Let me move this out the way so I can show you. Right there you go. I'm going to try to fold them up a little bit. Like so. I'm going to put a little bit of Arby's sauce on it. A little bit much. Like that. This one don't look like it has much on it. Okay. And then I'm going to get out my French fries. Like so. See all the seasoning will still on them? Because a lot of times now you can't find crinkle cut French fries. Why Walmart used to carry them and they quit carrying them. I don't know why, but they quit carrying them. So, and we do like seasoning on our French fries, so we just do it this way now. Steve, get your table ready. So there you go. Right there. So it's pulled pork with Arby's sauce on it and French fries with seasoning on it. And that's about it. And I hope you all have a blessed day.